Hello everyone, welcome to video lecture series of Communication Engineering. Today's topic is FM generation indirect method. So in this video I am going to talk about the indirect method of FM generation, and the name of the method is the Armstrong method. Let us begin. For FM generation, there is a requirement of FM modulator circuit. So FM modulator circuits which are used for generating frequency modulated signals, it can be broadly divided into two categories. If you would like to understand how many categories are there are two categories. First is the direct method and second is the indirect method. Direct method is also known as a parameter variation method. And in case of direct method, there is a variation of frequency of carrier is done directly by the modulating input. While in case of the indirect methods, here directly altering the phase of the carrier which is based on the input means it is a form of direct phase modulation. Direct methods are also of two types: reactance modulators and varactor diode modulator. So in the previous video I have discussed about both the direct methods for the generation of FM signal. Indirect method, which is the Armstrong method, this I am going to discuss in today's video. First, let us understand what is indirect method of FM generation. In case of indirect method of FM generation, the FM is obtained through a phase modulation. See, in the previous videos I have discussed about the direct method of FM generation, and there were certain limitations. The two limitations I have discussed, that in case of direct method of FM generation, it's not very easy to get a high order stability in carrier frequency. So in case of indirect method of FM generation, frequency stability can be increased, and here the frequency stability is very high because crystal oscillator is being used. And indirect method of FM generation, which is the Armstrong method, which we are going to discuss over here, that is widely used method. So Armstrong method, it uses the phase modulator to generate a frequency modulated wave, and the overall working principle of Armstrong method, it can be divided into two parts. We can understand the entire operation for the FM generation in two parts. In the first part, we are going to discuss how a narrowband FM wave is generated by using a phase modulator, and in the second part we will discuss what is the use of frequency multipliers and mixers, so that we are going to get the required values of frequency deviations, carriers and modulation index. First, let us draw the block diagram for the indirect method of FM generation. This is the block diagram for indirect method of FM generation, and as I have told you that we can understand the working operation of this overall system in two parts. First part is this one and second part is this one. Here you can observe in the first part there is a crystal oscillator. So crystal oscillator generates the carrier at a low frequency. It generates a carrier usually at 1 megahertz. Here you can see this carrier is applied to the combining network directly, and one carrier is applied to the 90-degree phase shifter, then it is being applied to the product modulator. This is nothing but the product modulator. Modulating signal is passed through the integrator to boost the low modulating frequencies, and then it is applied to the product modulator, and at the output of product modulator you can see only sidebands are available. Means here we are getting double sideband suppressed carrier as in the case of the amplitude modulated wave. So let us discuss it in more detail in different parts, part 1 and part 2. So first part is generation a narrow band FM using phase modulator. So let us understand how a narrow band FM is generated actually. So to understand it, let us take a narrow band FM wave which is produced at the output of the phase modulator, and if that particular wave is represented by S1T, so S1T can be written as what? Vc1 cos 2 pi f1t plus phi 1t. This is equation number 1. Here this term Vc1, this is nothing but the amplitude. F1 is the frequency of carrier which is produced by the crystal oscillator. So now we can write down the expression which relates the phase angle of this S1t, means for which for the narrowband FM, and which is related to the xt, which is the modulating wave. So this particular equation is what? Phi 1t, that is equal to 2 pi k1 integral xt into dt. This is second equation, and limits for the integral is 0 to t, and here this term k1, it is the frequency sensitivity of the modulator. Now if this particular value phi 1t, if this value is very small, then we have to take certain assumptions. So when this value is very small, then cos of this particular value will be approximately equal to 1, and sine of this value will be equal to phi 1t. Because in further analysis, mathematical analysis, we are going to utilize this property. It means now if you take these approximations, then the equation number 1 can be simplified as what? Equation number 1 is Vc1 cos 2 pi f1t plus phi 1t. Now apply the formula of cos A plus B, which is cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B. Now here in this particular equation, which is equation number 3, substitute the values. Cos phi 1t, which is 1, and sin phi 1t, which is phi 1t only. So after approximation, we are getting this equation. Here you can observe in this equation number 4. Vc1 cos 2 pi f1t minus Vc1 into phi 1t sin 2 pi f1t. You know the value of phi 1t from the equation number 2, so you can substitute the value of phi 1t from equation number 2 into equation number 4. So when you are going to substitute this particular value, you will be getting the equation 4, which will be now becomes Vc1 cos 2 pi f1t minus 2 pi k1 Vc1 sin 2 pi f1t integral of xt dt. Just you have substituted the value of phi 1t from equation number 2 into equation number 4. And this is nothing but the expression of narrowband FM. It means at the output of phase modulator, we have obtained a narrowband FM. Mathematically, you can represent it into this particular manner. Alternatively, also I am going to discuss it with the help of the block diagram. In this diagram, you can see the block diagram of the phase modulator circuit, as we have drawn the detailed block diagram for the indirect method of FM generation, and there are two parts. So the first part was about the phase modulator circuit. You can see over here the crystal modulator, it produces a stable unmodulated carrier which is applied to the 90-degree phase shifter as well as the combining network here via buffer. So the 90-degree phase shifter produces 90-degree phase shifted carrier which is applied to the product modulator, and one input of the product modulator is the modulating signal, which is xt. It means the carrier which is used for modulation is 90-degree shifted with respect to the original carrier, right? So at the output of the product modulator, we will get double sideband suppressed carrier signal, that is the AM signal without carrier, and this signal consists of only two sidebands with their resultant in phase with 90-degree shifted carrier. You can draw the phasor also so that you will be able to understand it. In this particular diagram, you can see the first one is the unmodulated carrier which is available at point A, B and C. This is unmodulated carrier. When this unmodulated carrier is applied to 90-degree phase shifter, then the output of 90-degree phase shifter is this one. Now, when this 90-degree phase shifter output and modulating signal is applied to the product modulator, so the output of that product modulator is available at E. and it consists of both sidebands, upper sideband and lower sideband, and here the resultant of sideband is also being shown. Now what will happen? You have drawn till point E. Now these two sidebands and the original carrier is applied to the combining network here. So at the output of the combining network, we will get the resultant of vector addition of carrier and two sidebands. You can see this fourth one. When these sidebands and the original carrier, means lower sideband, upper sideband and the unmodulated carrier is applied at the combining network, then at the output we are getting the resultant one, and the amplitude of this resultant is increased over here. So it means this will increase the angle phi, which is made by the resultant with the unmodulated carrier, right? So in this particular manner you can explain the phase modulator circuit. Now moving ahead, depending upon the angle phi, how the variation takes place. See, if modulation index increases, the amplitude of sidebands will also increase. It means amplitude of resultant will also increase. When the amplitude of sidebands are increasing, so the amplitude of the resultant will increase, and this will increase the angle phi, which is made by the resultant with the unmodulated carrier. You can see in this particular diagram, the two phases have been shown. One is for the low modulation index, other is for the high modulation index. In case of low modulation index, the angle phi is small, while for high modulation index, angle phi is being increased. As because the amplitude of resultant is also going to be increased. So it means if angle phi decreases with reduction in modulation index, you can draw the resultant one. So here you can state that the resultant of output of combining network, that is the phase modulated wave. It means the block diagram operates as a phase modulator, which we have discussed recently. Now the second part of the indirect method of FM generation, there was a use of group of multipliers, mixers and crystal oscillators. So in that particular case, you can explain that the FM signal which is produced at the output of the phase modulator, it has a low carrier frequency and low modulation index. So to increase these values till a particular value or adequately high value, there is a requirement of frequency multipliers and mixers. So these group of multipliers and mixers are utilized so that the value of carrier frequency and modulation index can be increased up to a required level. So this is why there is a use of frequency multipliers and mixers and amplifiers. Thank you so much for watching this video.